I don't like when you sigh.
Bubbles?
Oh, sweet girl.
Trailer doggo.
Very good, Bobo.
Sufficiently covered in dog hair. Dance off.
My name's...
Rap video.
Here we go. We're gonna drive this trailer.
Around your neighborhood. You want to know how? Well, it's easier than it looks.
Oh.
Let Mama Chicken show you just how to whip it to the left, to the right, and all the way to Kansas.
Oh.
If my music career doesn't take off after this, I'm gonna be pissed. All right.
No, we're not going back to the
I
stretching.
thought you said you liked the stretching.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, Paige, I gotta tell you a secret.
Dude.
Well, you know, I've been a little nervous to try and drive the trailer. I just see you every weekend and I think, man, I wish I could be like that. What could I be doing better?
Well, my little chicken nugget, why don't you hop on in the car? Mama Chicken will show you. So do you want me to do a formal intro or?
I don't know. I feel like we've lost the formal intro. I feel like you have to say, like, this video is going to be about driving a trailer.
So as a follow-up to our video, how to hook up a trailer, today we're gonna show you just how easy it is to drive a trailer. Let's get behind the wheel. So I know it seems really intimidating to drive a trailer, but honestly the two big things that you have to remember is give yourself time to brake and take wider turns. Yeah, I don't know, that's it. No, that's not it. But let's get in the car, we'll drive around town a little bit, and as we're driving, I'll give y'all more tips and explain those a little bit more. Let's go, baby.
Oh, Charlie?
Bubbles, where are we going? Going on an adventure.
She's just here for the ride.
So we got the trailer behind us. Obviously you can't see it, but as we're driving, just making sure obviously to stay in the middle of the lane. I mean, look, if you got a trailer behind you and you're kind of cutting over a little bit, people are probably going to stay away from you. I'm not saying that that's what you should do, but being safely driving the trailer, just making sure that we're staying in between, you know, in the middle of the two lines, and just always remembering that.
Although you should probably do that even when you don't have a trailer. Just to preface, if you are doing that, you can't just pull it down and be like, I pay my taxes, I can drive wherever I want. No, you have to be in your own lane. Don't be that guy. Don't be chief.
But, you know, just always being conscientious of the fact that you have a trailer behind you. And depending on how much weight is on the trailer too is going to impact, you know, how fast you drive, how much time you need to stop. If you see like big bumps coming up on the road, you want to slow down, because you don't want everything in your trailer just going flying. So
it also just looks like you don't know, like you're flying, if your trailer's catching air, you're like, chill out.
Pulling into traffic.
So Paige, what are some of the things you're thinking about right now?
Why is it so goddamn bumpy?
Paige's gonna show you how to stop like a boss lady.
So one of the main things to remember while driving a trailer is that you just have a lot of extra weight behind you, so you want to give yourself time to stop. The best way to do that is to let off the gas pedal first, let your vehicle slow down, and then slowly start to hit your brakes. Sorry, making a turn. Oh, it's okay, Charlie. Auntie's coming back. If you do slam on your brakes with a trailer, especially if the trailer doesn't have its own set of brakes, then you are much more likely to jackknife the trailer, get into a car accident. Like, so many things can happen. So if you think about it, you have all of this extra weight behind your car, and if you don't give yourself enough time to stop and all of a sudden you slam on your brakes, all that weight is going to be coming forward into your vehicle, which will basically just prohibit your vehicle from coming to a proper stop. Or, like I said, it'll just slam the trailer either into the back of your car, it'll pitch the trailer sideways. So it's really important to give yourself time to brake. Obviously this is a lot easier, you know, if you're just coming up to a stop sign, you just start slowing down a little bit sooner, take your foot off the gas, and then slowly put pressure on the brakes. If you do have brakes on your trailer, which is typically, that's typical for trailers that are bigger, a little bit heavier, it does obviously help, but you still want to be very mindful of how much weight you have behind you. So when you're driving, you want to make sure that you give yourself a good distance between yourself and the cars in front of you. A lot of people don't know how to drive with a trailer, so they're not going to know how to drive around a trailer as well. So people aren't going to be as mindful. They're going to cut you off. They're going to slam on their brakes if they're not paying attention. So you just want to make sure that you're always aware of your surroundings, the cars next to you, the cars in front of you, and give yourself plenty of time, to brake, or if you have to pull over, because obviously, a little Prius is going to be able to brake a lot easier and a lot faster than your car with a trailer.
This big ass feather I found.
Okay, get in the car. Someone's waiting.
I was not rolling. You're so funny. I'm like, they'd go to court and you'd be like, no, I wasn't. Shows a video. No.
I stopped enough to know that no one was coming.
No, absolutely. But you're still a little bit rolling in both. And then I just love you come around. I'm like, you got to stop all the way. I did stop all the way. No, I have video evidence that you did not stop all the way. No, that's not true. Not that I ever want to see you in court, but I also want to see you in court just to see you put people in their place.
Honestly, driving a trailer really isn't that hard, especially, if you're just like going straight. Like if you're just...
The freeway is actually, I feel like, the easiest.
Yeah, because once you get on, like you're on, then you just stay in your lane and that's it. Just make sure you stay in the middle of the lane.
Yeah, it's like when you're in the city, that's where it gets a little, but you just take your time. Like when I've seen Paige just carve the mean streets of Vegas, man, it's not an easy task, and she just really slows down, just takes her time, and if she's nervous to like, not sure if she's gonna like, if, you're going into oncoming traffic, if instead of a car where you're kind of can like, you're smaller, so you can just kind of carve in there and like speed up right away. You don't have that luxury with the trailer. So I just noticed that Paige just really is like, okay, I feel nervous about taking this, and I'm just gonna wait for the next opening and like really take my time.
And I think that honestly brings up a really good point, is that a huge part of driving a trailer is mental, and just your confidence in yourself and remaining calm. I do think it is easy to kind of get yourself into situations where you're like, I don't know if I can get out of this, but obviously having if you have someone with you, ask them to get out of the car, and
we'll do a video on how to be a good passenger princess.
Yeah, Kelly will lead that video.
I'll lead you on how to be a good passenger.
But just if someone's with you, ask them to get out of the car and spot you to make sure that you don't hit anything. If you can, just like right now, we literally just have the trailer attached to the car and we're doing circles around the neighborhood. Just practice hook up a small trailer and practice doing circles around your neighborhood, or go to an empty parking lot, or an open field, and just practice driving around, making turns, getting comfortable with it. But the biggest thing is you have to remain calm as the driver.
Like even if you are learning, and so maybe you are still like making some little mistakes here and there.
I still make mistakes all the time.
But if someone like honks at you or like says something, like you still have to. It's okay. Honestly, let them, like whatever. Just be calm and like keep doing what you're doing. Like just take your time. If someone's like, you're going slow, you're like, you're learning. It's okay. Like eventually you will be faster, and then you'll be the one honking at other people going slow. I'm just saying, like, don't worry about the pressure of the road. Like, if you have to just make sure you're safe so other people are safe, and if people are being butt heads outside, like they're just trying to get somewhere, so just take your time. Again,
take your time.
Just like forget about that. Do what you need to do to be safe.
Well, and like I said, most people in America don't know how to drive a trailer, so they're not going to understand you driving a trailer. So even if some Prius or Dodge Ram, Charger, whoever is honking at you, they probably don't know how to drive a trailer and don't understand what goes on.
Dodge, you might.
I meant to say Charger, and then Ram came to my first. But you know what? If it could be
Darla, you don't know how to drive shit.
It could be a small crawler.
You'd be surprised.
Some guy in some jacked up truck who's never driven a trailer before. I'm not going to name names, and they're honking at you because you're going slow and taking your time. But have they ever driven a trailer before? No, I don't think so.
Ladies, be careful, all right? You're looking at these guys' cars like, oh, he might live my lifestyle. He might not. That's a whole different video.
Don't let him fool you.
Don't let him fool you.
So yeah, biggest things, stay calm, practice if you can, especially like if you can practice with someone who is familiar with driving a trailer, that will help immensely. So stay calm, and then obviously just go slower, take your time doing things, give yourself time to brake. That's honestly the biggest one, is just giving yourself time to slow down and brake, and then giving yourself room to make turns.